There's several different types of unconformities. The first one we're going to talk about is angular unconformity. Angular unconformity is the easiest one. It's when you have tilted layers on the bottom and horizontal layers on the top, or they're tilted at different angles. So this would be the angular unconformity. Your textbook really doesn't go over this, but this will be on the test. So the angular unconformity right here is where it separates beds that are tilted at different angles. A nonconformity, which actually, before we go into nonconformity, I have some pictures here. So here is your angular unconformity right here. It's tilted at a different angle than the rocks here. Over here, these rocks are tilted vertically, and so these rocks here are horizontal. These rocks are vertical. There's my angular unconformity. And here, once again, if you didn't see it, I'll draw it in. This is the Grand Canyon. These rocks are tilted at an angle. These rocks are flat. So that's my angular unconformity. My next unconformity is a nonconformity, where you have metamorphic or igneous rocks covered by sedimentary layers. If you have metamorphic rocks, they form deep underground. Most igneous rocks that we get exposed at the surface also form deep underground. If they get exposed at the surface and then they're covered by sedimentary layers, a large amount of time had to pass. So at the bottom, this would either be igneous or metamorphic. And then this right here represents the nonconformity, because the layers above are sedimentary. So a large amount of time had to pass between depositing your and uplifting and getting your metamorphic and igneous rocks to the surface and depositing your sedimentary rocks. The last one is a disconformity, and these are actually the hardest ones to determine. These are found between two sedimentary layers. So you have layers here. These are all sedimentary. Here's your disconformity right there. There's no way of knowing unless you have some radiometric dating, some fossils, some way to date those rocks to know that you're missing time. Unconformities are generally shown in cross sections with a black squiggly line like this. So you would see these not as a solid line but as a squiggly line. If they're shown, sometimes they're just straight and you have to identify it. So when we look back at some of these pictures, here's showing you a nonconformity. You have granite on the bottom, sandstone on the top, so right there's your nonconformity. Here is showing you two different disconformities. Sorry. Here you have Cambrian limestone, here you have Devonian rocks, and there you have Mississippian limestone. That's why part of the reason it's so hard. You can have two different limestone units that look identical, and there could still be a huge disconformity between them. So there is the line between there. Kind of makes a little mouth. And then up here, here's the other line up here separating the two. So that's what unconformities are, and they're missing time